Hello, everyone on the Insetic channel. I'm Insetic, and with me is Blank Tester.
Hey kids, how's it going?
And this is a bit of cross-promotion with another channel that both of us are in, as well as Blackout the M&M, Matt Rocks 101, and Zarisguth, the Steel Donut Collective, where we read or watch and then riff on bad media, whether it's bad writing, bad movies, bad tutorials from WikiHow, bad fan fiction, a lot of fan fiction. There's a lot. But today we're going to be, giving something to the Insetic channel with a game that's, relevant to the channel.
Yeah, relevant to the fans of the Insetic channel. They might find this interesting, and if you like it, head over to the other channel and check it out.
Yeah. So we will be reading a creepypasta that's on fanfiction.net in the Tony Hawk series section. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1, Creepypasta.
The spoopy spaghetti.
Yeah, it's like what for Halloween comes around and you make witches' brains or whatever with spaghetti and
I think that's Frankenstein's brains.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. What happens when a guy finds a haunted version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1? Will he die? Spoiler alert. Will he defeat the cursed game? Read to find out.
We're playing with some high stakes here in the game of life.
Can I just say, usually first-person stories don't end with the protagonist dying.
Then again, so many of these are like, and then it said turn around and I did. I looked around me and All right. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 Creepypasta. I was at the flea market one day, looking through some old CDs and games, and there were a bunch of blank discs with names written on them in marker. They were old PlayStation 1 games like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Grand Theft Auto, and a few Tony Hawk games.
Oh gosh, I wonder if they're ever gonna get "were" right.
Do we need to have a counter for this one?
I don't know. I don't
We'll
see. We'll see.
I already had all the other ones on original discs, so I decided to just buy Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1.
I feel like more people would own Tony Hawk 1 than Grand Theft Auto 1.
Good to see he doesn't care about, making his collection look pristine.
Yeah, no, he don't care.
Original discs, original boxes. Oh yeah, and a burned to CD copy with
just a blank disc with a name
on it and marker. Yeah. I gave the shopkeeper $1, and I left the flea market, eager to try out my new game.
Hey, that costs $15, asshole.
Shit, I'm getting fleeced at this flea market.
Yeah, it's more like the fleece market.
Yeah, that's why they call it flea market.
Yeah, the fleece market.
We're hilarious.
Comedy.
When I got home, I was skeptical about if it worked or not.
That's so close.
Deductive reasoning, at least.
So close to a good framed sentence. Like, I was skeptical about its working condition.
I put it into my PlayStation a few times and tried to get it to work, and after the 6th try, the title screen finally appeared.
Yeah, it usually helps to turn that thing on.
Yeah.
PS1s had a power button on them.
Why doesn't
Little known fact.
Oh, I didn't plug it in.
Right, yep. Did you try turning it off and on again?
These consoles are so hard, man. I've got to consult the manual every single time I want to use one of these
When
things.
I was a kid, my chief complaint about the PS2 was that there was like a power switch on the back and a button on the front. That was my biggest complaint because I was a stupid idiot.
Yeah.
Still am, even.
Everything looked normal, but the music was a little glitchy and distorted. I decided to ignore it and keep playing, so I clicked career mode and I started a new game.
Good. This is how every creepypasta goes. There's something weird, but I decided to ignore it.
Shit's wrong from the start, but you don't even care, really.
Right.
While it was loading, I noticed the hint bar was repeatedly telling me to turn off the game.
Kill yourself, weird. Bitch. You suck, loser. And you're like,
Haha, lol.
I don't remember Tony Hawk 1 being so negative.
Yeah, I guess maybe they just put the debug mode on this burned CD.
Haha, that's weird.
This will be cool. I can play all those levels that they cut out from the final game.
Yeah, the one where your character goes to hell.
So skate heaven, more like skate hell.
Yeah. So scary.
That's a Tony Hawk joke. I laughed and said, "That's weird," and I kept playing.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go. He's 2 for 2. Once the loading screen went away, it loaded up the warehouse map, but everything looked depressing and abandoned.
As opposed to the way the warehouse map looked before, which was full of life. So many people to bump into.
I was gonna say, dude, that's just the normal map.
Yeah.
It's abandoned, and if you think about it, you're like, damn, we're riding in the ruins of capitalism.
Yeah. Stuff
It was black, white, and grainy, and eerie backwards music was playing instead of the usual rock music.
Can you play some Erie's backwards music from the Tony Hawk games in there?
I'm just trying to imagine Superman, but backwards.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Pitch down.
No, it's backwards.
I can't see.
Yeah. Well, no, you can just reverse it in post.
Yeah.
Also, usually you say black and white. Black and white is a phrase. It wasn't black, white, and grainy. It's black and white and grainy.
He had the idea, he just didn't have the phrasing.
He didn't have the words.
Yeah. It was offsetting and creepy feeling and other cliches.
And it's easy to just tell us how to feel instead of just making us feel that way. You don't have to set the scene yourself if you just tell us the characters were scared.
Over on the Steel Donut, we call this show then tell.
Yeah. Well, no, this is just tell.
Well, it was black, white, grainy, eerie, backwards music.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's show.
It was offsetting and creepy.
Yeah,
feeling.
That is show then tell, you're right.
Yeah.
That's show then tell.
When the camera panned in on my character Tony Hawk, it showed his face, and it was pale and scared, like he just saw a ghost.
Antonio Hawk, no.
When I clicked start, the game told me to find all the tapes and complete the objectives. Your mission is to find the tapes and complete the objectives. Over. I was exited because I still knew where all the tapes were, including the hard one.
The hard one, yeah.
As I started playing, I went down the first big ramp and jumped the halfpipe, crashing through the glass box above the ramp and falling off onto the concrete.
What a picture he's painted for me, especially with the creepy backwards music.
It was way too realistic, though, because Tony Hawk was screaming in agony, and there was blood everywhere, and glass sticking out of him. I'm just imagining, Superman starts, and you jump, you get the secret tape, and it's just, ah!
He goes off the first ramp, through the glass, and just, oh my god!
Kill me!
Wow.
His leg was bent at a weird angle, and the music stopped.
Oh, okay.
I felt terrible, like I had just committed a war crime.
Hang on, I feel like most people who commit war crimes don't actually feel terrible about it. It's why they did it.
You don't just commit one war crime.
You don't stumble into a war crime. The reason there's a difference between crimes and war crimes is like crimes are like bad, but war crimes are so bad that they need their own category. Nobody accidentally commits war crimes. And nobody does it and then feels terrible about it.
I'm sorry, sir, I accidentally set that bombing run over on that village of refugees.
Oh my god, I burned that family alive.
Oh,
oops.
Shit. It was supposed to aim north, not south. Oh, man.
East? I thought you said west.
But just then, Tony Hawk's health regenerated, and he got back on his skateboard saying, "Please, no more."
He never said please again.
Are you sure that he didn't just go, oof?
Yeah, that's more likely.
I was surprised at the realism, but at least I got one of the tapes.
Silver lining.
Is this guy a fucking stupid sadist or some shit? Like, after all this, you're still not like, whoa, this is fucked up.
No, he's like, man, the debug mode is weird.
Yeah. I guess they just got rid of ultra-realistic mode before release.
Yeah, you can turn on and off the gore.
I started to play again, skating like normal, doing really cool tricks.
Cool.
Hoping not to fall again, but as I tried to land a kickflip, my character fell and broke his foot sideways, causing him to land on the ground with a thud.
Okay, hold up. So, first of all, that's not skating like normal, because if I remember correctly, and I'm not like a big sport boy, so maybe I just don't get this, but I thought Tony Hawk was good at skating. So, like, him skating normally probably doesn't result in him breaking his feet during doing a kickflip.
Yeah, I don't know how many kickflips end with people's limbs just breaking left and right.
That's not how that works. So when you're saying you're surprised at the realism, no. I mean, we're not talking about Samuel L. Jackson from Unbreakable, where he's just, like, got brittle bone syndrome and, like, he breaks at every touch. Like, we're still talking about Antonio Hawk. And also, he should land on the ground with a thud before he breaks his foot. Because, like, if he just broke his foot in the air, that doesn't cause him to land on the ground.
I think it's like he tries to kickflip, but he misses the board and just lands on his feet. Okay. And then falls to the ground?
And then falls his body, like his chest hits the ground or whatever. It's the main part of his body. But, like,
I'm
the sequence of events there is character fell, broke his foot, causing him to land on the ground.
Yeah, I'm imagining the Tony Hawk 1 bail animation.
Yeah, but now the feet are all floppy.
But yeah, like, just a random kickflip is a bad example. I mean, this is the game where you fly off quarter pipes and do, like, sick 900s.
Yeah, you're doing really cool tricks.
Really,
skating like
really
normal.
Death-defying tricks.
That's what he just said. He's skating like normal, doing really cool tricks. That's normal part of the game.
Once again, the music stopped, and he started screaming. But this time, he didn't heal, and he could no longer talk. He could only scream.
How much talking happened in the first Tony Hawk game?
So much, dude. Didn't you ever
monologues?
See
Yeah, no, I mean, I saw you play it. I was just usually talking to you. I didn't realize that, like, while we were doing the LPs and stuff, it was like,
it was so annoying. Every time your guy would do a trick, he'd be like, yeah, woohoo, whoa!
Let me explain how I did that trick, and then it's just like a long explanation. I remember suddenly, even though a second ago I didn't realize.
You just do a grind, and it's like, whoa, oh! And it's like,
I can't believe I'm grinding right now, guys. Check it out!
That's one of my super special moves!
I mean, even when you're just riding, just straight on level ground, he's like, check me out!
I'm on a skateboard!
I'm balancing!
Yeah, I'm balancing here!
I'm riding here!
Yeah. This went on for about a minute. Did you sit there and count the seconds like all bad creepypasta characters do?
And he held his breath the whole time.
Yeah. It was weird, but he continued watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
Until it forced him back on the skateboard. He started skating again, moaning in pain at each push, and he was slightly hunched over in pain.
In pain.
I tried to restart the level because he was too injured to continue, but it wouldn't let me, and it wouldn't let me quit. Not even the power and reset buttons on the PS1 were working, so I decided to unplug it, but my heart sank when that didn't work either. He reaches over at the wall outlet and he's trying to pull the cord out like, come on!
Yeah.
And he can't do it. I mean, some of those things, you can barely grip them. Like,
that's true, yeah. Maybe it's like just behind a cabinet that someone put like the plug there, and he's like, fuck me, I can't reach that at all.
You just can't get the torque. I mean, you could try grabbing the cable and pulling backwards,
but that's
but
not good.
You don't want to sever one of the strands.
Yeah, that's. I learned that you shouldn't do that from a Goofus and Gallant cartoon.
Yeah,
way back when, a Goofy and Gutless cartoon.
Yeah, I probably learned that from a Goosebumps and Gallant cartoon.
Yeah, oh jeez.
That was a great but short-lived crossover. You know, Reader's Digest and Goosebumps books.
Yeah, Goosebumps and Gallant. It's
but I ate that shit up as a kid.
Yeah, it's like, you know, Gallant's trying to do his thing and he feels a hand on his shoulder and he turns around and it's a coat hanger. And you're like, wait, how is that? That doesn't... R.L. Stine. Right. Like, come on, buddy. Like, that doesn't make sense as a cliffhanger.
Goosebumps feels something, and it's a big cliffhanger, and he turns around, and it's a coat hanger. Whereas Gallant feels something, and he's like, okay, I'm in a closet with a bunch of stuff, so it's probably nothing.
It's probably a coat hanger, yeah. And he turns around and it's a coat hanger. Goosebumps is standing there looking like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like pissing himself, and Gallant comes in and is like, hey man, I'll get you some new pants. Because he's a good guy, Gallant. But like Goosebumps is still standing there pissing his pants like a bitch.
Goosebumps.
Don't be a Goosebumps.
Goosebumps always has parents that are never there and then goes to school and has no friends. Yeah. Meanwhile, Gallant just has a normal family where people come home from day jobs and exist, and then he goes to school and he's like in a club.
Right. And you know what? Yeah. You know what? That's the highlights magazine trying to tell you, don't have no parents. That's the lesson they're trying to teach you.
Yeah.
That's parents, kids. If you have a choice, get some parents.
Yeah. I even tried unplugging the AV jacks and the TV power, but the picture still remained.
Never heard the cables called jacks before.
Yeah. This was back
in 2016?
In 2016, yes.
Whoa. What a long time ago.
As soon as I picked the controller back up, it turned to static.
No, the controller.
The controller. Oh my god, I'm being sucked into the digital realm. And a demonic voice came on, telling me something in a voice I couldn't understand.
No, Spanish.
It sounded like gibberish.
Spanish,
but after that,
no!
The game returned and a message popped up saying...
And these are in parentheses, so should I read this in a whisper or a demonic voice? Or demonic whisper?
Demonic whisper.
Win this in game or die. Don't call for help. Don't leave the house. You are being watched. If you can't beat the game, then you will be trapped in the game, just like the kids before you.
Damn.
Like Antonio Hawk.
You lose in the game, you lose in real life.
Oh man, you're a loser in real life now.
Oh no, you lose in the game, you're a loser in real life.
Oh no.
Hey, what's your high score on the first level? Like 200 points? Look at this guy. I bet you don't even know how to, start the game.
Yeah, bet you're a loser in real life. Bet you don't have any friends.
Yeah.
Now, or before you started playing.
Then the message faded away. I had butterflies in my stomach after reading that message.
You don't know what that idiom is about. Having butterflies in your stomach is usually about a good thing. You know, like, I have a date coming up and I'm very nervous, so I have butterflies in my stomach. Not like, oh, I'm being threatened with death. Oh, jeez. Oh.
This guy always wanted to be in a creepypasta.
Yeah, I guess.
So I looked around and started to walk away, but as soon as I did, I felt a pain in my head and my nose started bleeding.
I know that feel.
I reached for the phone and it burnt my hands like a hot oven.
Oof.
I know that feel.
Yeah.
I knew something seriously demonic was happening, so I decided to just pick up the controller and finish the game. I had to hurry and get it over with.
Yeah, and then the demons are like, okay, we had your fun. Go get him, kid.
Yeah.
Because that's always how that works.
Yeah. As the game progressed, the missions got darker and the maps became more evil.
Oh no.
I mean, I don't think that's something that, only comes from this creepypasta. I don't know who liked Streets. That map was just plain evil.
That was
way too big.
The maps did become evil, yeah.
Yeah. The textures on the buildings replaced with human skin, and they're now pentagrams on the streets. I feel like you blew your evil load way too quickly.
Yeah, that's not good.
We went from a 10 on the scale to a 95.
Also, are you just he's basically just describing every Doom custom map from the original Doom.
Yeah.
Human skin and pentagrams everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, but could you do sick tricks in Doom?
No, not really.
Tony Hawk's got you beat.
Antonio Hawk. Oh my god, Tony Hawk Doom crossovers. We gotta check.
We gotta check and or write one.
Oh god.
Or make a Doom mod,
I guess, yeah.
And everything can run Doom nowadays, so.
You know what? I should see if how good the snap map tools would be for making a sick Tony Hawk level.
It's the Doom level, but the Doom guy is in third person. Oh. And he's riding a skateboard, and you can do sick flip tricks.
Yeah. And kill demons still.
The people on screen had inside-out skin, and the satanic talking was playing over backwards music. One mission even forced me to kickflip over helpless kids, and I did everything in my power to avoid hurting them.
Whoa, hey, hold on. Kickflip over them?
Yes?
Isn't that what you're gonna do for your, 25th birthday anyways?
Well, I mean, I still need to figure that out.
I mean, I don't want you kickflipping over stairs. That's dangerous. I would much rather you kickflip over people, because at least they'll break your fall.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, I have volunteered a few people.
These are very low-tier demons, though. Your next evil challenge is to kickflip over some kids.
Yeah, they're still making it skateboarding. Why not just alright, now you gotta torture some kids.
It's really? You don't want me to, grind and drop a bucket of acid on people?
No, you want to avoid hurting them.
Kickflipping over kids is the kind of thing where, those extreme sports groups that tour middle schools show up and do at assemblies.
Yeah.
Let's
be real. Let's be real. Even though you stood there looking oh man, this is so lame. I can't believe they make us go to assembly. You still thought it was kind of cool on the inside.
Yeah.
You were that was pretty dope.
This demonic request came from the first level of heck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The first layer of heck.
What are you gonna have to do now? Travel cross country to go fulfill some kids' Make-A-Wish?
No, not fulfill their Make-A-Wish. It'll be the Take-A-Wish Foundation.
Oh, yeah.
Or the Make-A-Threat Foundation.
You better not fuck with me ever again, or I swear
But you don't
to
act
gosh.
on it. Yeah, I swear to... I am so darn peed right now.
Right. Their fear was so real, but luckily I jumped them and moved on.
Wait, what do you mean? How do you know what their fear was like? They're digital kids. Which, by the way, Digital Kids would be a really great band name.
They had digital sound effects of going, don't hurt me.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
Yeah. I'm scared. Don't hurt me.
No, please, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
As the missions became harder, I fell more and more.
You dingus.
Plus, each fall became more and more agonizing and painful to watch. Just as I was nearing the end of the game, a little blood dripped on the controller buttons and fried the controller.
What? Where'd
Oh,
right, because he has a nosebleed. Which he's not doing anything about.
Fried the controller? What the heck does that mean?
I mean, have you ever bled on a controller? Instantly, just like in a movie, you see little sparks, and it's just it shot a little shock. Electricity lines, and then it's dead.
Yeah, I guess it just explodes in your hands. This guy's got one of those cheap third-party controllers.
Yeah, he had a Mad Catz, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, was Mad Catz gone by 2016? I don't think so.
Well, I mean, he picked up a burnt CD at a fleece market. He probably picked up a shitty controller nobody has played since opening the box.
Yeah, Mad Catz went out of business in March of 2017. So.
Yeah, I mean. All the old hardware's still around.
Yeah, but I mean, 2016, he got a new one.
I guess so. I didn't notice your controller fry, but the more I fell, so it still worked, so what do you mean by fried? The more I bled from my nose, and I was bleeding for a while. I started becoming lightheaded as a message popped up on screen telling me that...
The controller has been disconnected. Now your soul will be...
Got him.
Now your soul will be disconnected from Earth. We thank you for playing.
It looks like this guy just blue screened his life. So wait, he was making it through the game.
He was doing a pretty good job.
He accidentally bled on his controller, which maybe made it stop, maybe not.
Right.
And that's what killed him?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Damn, he was actually pulling the sickest tricks, but, kind of through a chance of fate.
Yeah, just...
He lost.
The demons were like, oh, so sorry. Turns out just by a weird coincidence, you're gonna lose.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Your soul will be disconnected from Earth.
Nice. Can that be a tagline to like a movie where like
oh gosh,
die in the,
Ready Player One?
Yeah, Ready Player One. You know, this time your soul will be disconnected from Earth.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah. Then I fainted. When I awoke, I was in the pixelated world of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 in the body of Tony Hawk. As I looked up, I could see my former lifeless body sitting in front of the TV with my eyes closed.
Whoa. Where is he looking? He's in the world of Tony Hawk.
Oh,
but where, relative to the people in the game, is the screen that he's...
Well, you know, in Tony Hawk 1, you were glued to your board, basically. So, without turning the board around, he twisted and looked behind him, and there you just saw
a rectangle.
The TV.
Oh, yeah. I see. It's kind of like that. That's how it works in Duck Season, where you're like the VR game, and then you go into the game, and then like you're shooting at the ducks and stuff, and you turn around and you can see the kid holding the gun over there.
Yeah. It's like... Yeah, one of those VR games where you look outside of the frame of reference, and it's just like a scene from Interstellar out there.
Don't you think Interstellar would have been so much better if instead of Matthew McConaughey, they had Antonio Hawk?
Yeah.
Tony Hawk is not in enough movies.
They made that movie just a few years too early. Instead of, you know, The Power of Love, it could have been The Power of Sick VR.
Yeah.
You know, brought to you by the HTC Vive. Or the Oculus Rift, I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
The blood was gone now, and the controller looked like it was working again. How could you tell?
Very carefully?
Just when I started to panic, my little brother came in and asked if I was sleeping. When my corpse didn't reply, he assumed I was asleep and started playing the game.
Typical little brother shit. The second, and you know what? I say that as a little brother. I was a little brother. If I saw my brother sleeping in front of the game, I would turn the volume down and just play, because otherwise I was never gonna get to play that fucking game. It would be some awful game on screen. Like he fell asleep playing Yu-Gi-Oh! The Fallsbound Kingdom once, and I spent the whole night playing Yu-Gi-Oh! The Fallsbound Kingdom, and the next morning he woke up and I like my save file was farther than him, and he yelled at me for getting ahead of him, and I was like, I'm sorry, it's bad, just stop now, it's not worth your time. And he ended up finishing the game, and he was like, you know what, I should have listened to you. It's a bad game.
Yeah.
The moral of the story is don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! The Fallsbound Kingdom.
That's one game that he didn't pick up a cheap CD ripoff of.
Yeah, I kind of wish, because I mean, maybe if he'd been sucked into the game, it would have been kind of interesting.
He was playing Yu-Gi-Oh, but as the CPU opponent kept dicking him over, you know, Yugi in-game got beat up more and more, and so did the guy in real life.
Oh my gosh. I think it's especially weird since the in-game plot in Yu-Gi-Oh! The Fallsbound Kingdom is that Yugi and the gang get sucked into a video game.
Oh shit.
So I'd be sucked into a video game getting sucked into a video game.
Damn, it's like never ends, you know?
Yeah, and then I turn around and it is like that scene in Interstellar. It's exactly the same.
At what point do you stop getting sucked into video games? Like, you know, like, give me a break. Okay.
Yeah.
I tried calling out to him to warn him, but I couldn't move. He was controlling me now, and it was too late. The in-game pain felt as real as it looked.
And that's how I wrote this story?
Yeah.
How did we get here?
You don't think about it.
He didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Why should we?
Okay.
Man, I'm so glad he didn't buy Spyro the Dragon or Crash Bandicoot. Like, imagine, like, every time Crash Bandicoot fell into a pit, it cut to the bottom of a pit where, you know, he broke all of his bones from falling, like, you know, 100 feet.
Yeah.
Or, like, Spyro the Dragon, like, every time you set something on fire, like, I don't know.
You hear a human screaming.
It was realistically charred. Well, we got a couple reviews on this.
Okay, I want you to read the top review so I can read the bottom one.
All right. Madman Mink says, pretty scary for a short story. Ooh-woo.
Ooh-woo.
Ooh-woo, what's this? It's a shitty creepypasta.
Yeah, and then Crustomal Bop said, wow, just wow. sent chill down my spine.
One chill.
One of the scariest Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 fanfiction / creepypastas I've ever read.
Are there more than one?
Evidently. I can just imagine the pain you feel when your brother makes you do a sick melon grab and you biff and bite the curb and snap a leg. Ouch!
And then he looks back and the brother's just laughing.
Sick story, though, bro. Hope you get out soon.
Oh my god. He's really talking to the author as if the author's, like, actually still stuck in there.
Can't wait to hear your adventures with Pro Skater 2. And I gotta say, I love his sign-off here. Your biggest fan, Crustum Bop, realist nigga out there. Click that motherfucking like, nigga. It's real, nigga, hours.
What the fuck? What?
Excuse me?
Realist nigga out there, click that motherfucking
like.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Keeping it straight ghetto on fanfiction.net.
Yo, hit that like button.
Yeah. Bump this to the front page, baby.
Front page of fanfiction.net, let's be clear.
Yeah, give this 5 stars.
Yeah.
I love the idea of, like, Josh Man being stuck in the game and then somehow transferring to Pro Skater 2.
Yeah.
It's like he gets a new creepypasta story for every game, and it's like, I don't know. He's actually in the game.
I also like the implication that like from Crustum Bop, his implication that the reason that it's bad that you're stuck in the game is that your little brother's making you do sick melon grabs. Yeah. Like, I can't believe my little brother's doing this to me. Like, I mean, what a bitch. If I was doing it to him, it would be funny, but if he's doing it to me, fuck him, he's a stupid little bitch.
I mean, he's one of those kids that just, like, you know, makes the guy crash in Tony Hawk all the time. And laughs at it, you know?
Well, there you go. That's...
There you go. That was a Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 creepypasta. I also love the idea that Crustum Bop implied there's, like I said,
there's a bunch more
Tony Hawk creepypastas. This is the best of those.
Yeah.
One of the scariest. So yeah, once again, this is kind of what we do over on the Steel Donut Collective channel.
Mm-hmm. And it's not, it's Connor and me, Insetic and I, but it's also Blackout the Eminem, Blake, Matt Rocks 101, Matt, and Zeriskuth Yella. And the 5 of us in different groups read stories. We've been doing it for a couple years now. You should totally check us out if you like it. Even if you think you're not going to be interested in a particular video, just give it a shot, because we try to make everything accessible to everybody.
And we've also got a Discord channel over there.
Mm-hmm.
Where you could find the 5 of us, public Discord.
Yeah, and we hang out on there along with a bunch of other people. Some people from this channel know of that channel too, but yeah, we do that. We've talked about it a couple times on LPs, but this is this is more our format, and so yeah, there are links in the description for the Steel Donut. There's the link to the Discord over there. We hope you check it out. You know, from us to you, because we're the realest niggas out there. Click that motherfucking like, nigga. It's real nigga hours. Dog. Yeah. Thanks for watching.